everybody, I'm Tony Altieri, VP of Business Development for National Powersport Auctions. Welcome to NPA Lakeland. Let's head inside. So the amazing thing about Lakeland that makes it different from all the other facilities that we have is this is the first facility that we built from the ground up. We've been doing business in Lakeland now since November of 2020, and we actually broke ground on this building in 21, December. So it took us a little over a year to get it off the ground. We actually had our first set of auctions that we ran through here in October of last year. And so here we are in January in Florida, and this is our grand opening sale. But really, when you walk into an NPA facility, anybody that's been at one of our locations before, this is going to be very familiar. The branding, the way it looks, the experience, the VIP area, our education rooms, all of that is replicated at all our facilities. It's just here in Lakeland, it's on a much grander scale. And you'll see when we go inside the warehouse, and especially when we go in back and we show you the marine and RV business that we're building, the commitment that we've made to those segments, it's a much bigger level than we've ever done before. So that's what makes Lakeland special. So you can see here, education rooms and offices for folks on this side. On the opposite side, the other hallway, which is basically parallel to the bar and VIP area, we have education rooms. We actually have an ongoing education room with about 75 dealers going on today. We'll walk by on the outside and you can kind of get some visibility on how that looks. But really what we're trying to do is make this a place where our business partners, our dealers, those customers that are doing business with NPA, they can interact with us and they can have the experience of working with us here in Lakeland. So that's what we want to foster and build. If you want to drink before we go outside, now's the time to grab one.
Oh, good, thanks. Thank you.
So if you've never been to an NPA facility before, this is a pretty cool view to see all of the inventory laid out and ready for sale. If you've been at one of our auctions before, this is nothing new. Lakeland is our largest building. It's about 150,000 square feet. So if you've been to like Atlanta or Dallas, this facility is slightly larger. And like I said, this sale is a growing sale for us, and we're really committed to the Florida market. The people here in Lakeland, when I say the people, the infrastructure, city council, they've been amazing. The response that we've had from the local dealers has been great. And we really think this is going to be a flagship location for us going forward, which is why the commitment was made to invest in the building, the land, the infrastructure to support what we think is going to be one of our top marketplaces. So you can see the way the rows are set up. We run everything by product category. So we'll put Harley Davidsons with Harleys, we'll put sport bikes with sport bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides, so on and so on. What we're really trying to do is we're trying to make sure the dealers are able to access the inventory that they have in their stores as easily as possible. Keep them engaged, make sure they have every opportunity to bid, to buy. And so we found over 30 years of doing this is really the best way for us to keep people engaged, maximize values for our sellers, but also provide the buyers with a lot of value. It's kind of cool because if you've never been to one of these locations before, if this is a brand new experience for you, if you're an enthusiast, a powersports enthusiast, it's like being a kid in a candy store. It's unbelievable. I mean, to think that there's this many units out there in the universe, and to be honest with you, we feel like there's still more opportunity to do more, especially here in Lakeland. But we're excited every time we bring somebody here for the first time, because it is kind of breathtaking when you see it. If you're an enthusiast, man, it's a beautiful sight. And we run everything that you can imagine in the power sports genre. Everything from bikes to side-by-sides, e-bikes, personal watercraft, golf carts. We run the gamut in that space. And like I mentioned inside earlier, really being in Florida and Lakeland, like we're committed to the marine and RV marketplaces as well too. You'll see when you go in back, the level of commitment. This facility has, I think, 3 or 4 acres of additional storage that's been paved or has gravel. And it's all lighted, it's all set up for electricity. So we're really excited about where we can go with the marine and RV space. It's a little loud in here, so if it's difficult to hear me, it's because there's a lot going on. Auction day basically everything's shut down, but preview day is really the busiest day of the week for our operations crew, for our dealers, because everybody's here previewing, we're doing tests, we're doing condition reports, all of those things are happening basically in parallel, getting ready for tomorrow's sale. And tomorrow when you come, the only thing you'll hear is our auctioneers on the block, basically in unison selling bike by bike by bike. And we'll have 2 or 3 lanes going at once. Our lanes, which if you've been to like a traditional car auction, it's basically a barn with stationary lanes and the cars come in and out. But in the power sports space, we set up the lanes so it's previewable like a dealership, and then our auction blocks slide up and down. They're mobile units. So it's all connected wirelessly. 95% of our participation from dealers is all online anyways. So for the online user's experience, it's really seamless. There's nothing crazy or out of the ordinary. And it allows us to incorporate the on-site bidders as well too. It's kind of nice. If you want to come and you're the type of dealer that likes to kick tires and you want to look at stuff, you want to, pop hoods, see things for yourself, there's that opportunity. But we actually do an excellent job with condition reports. It's one of the things that we pride ourselves on. And so those condition reports, we stand behind them 100%. And that's what allows for dealers to stay in their dealerships and buy online and have the kind of confidence that the bike that they're seeing online is well represented as what's actually going to show up at the dealership. But you're seeing kind of all the different types of product that we offer. And we'll actually walk back briefly through here through the condition report base so you can take a look at that. Kind of a cool process. It's unique, but the other thing that's really cool about our condition reports is we actually offer a service where the purchaser of the vehicle can actually buy all the images and information, and then we offer feeds direct in the DMS systems. So it also expedites the dealer's ability to pre-market inventory before they ever get it. And we do that for a number of dealerships and entities. And in this current environment where like speed and multi-channel e-commerce, these are all buzzwords and things that we're talking about, the mobile CRs really do a good job of allowing. But you can see it, you spin around here, we actually have an inspection that's going on dirt bike right now, this Honda. All of our inspection platforms are done, our proprietary condition report process and platform that's actually housed on an iPad. So he does all the images, all the uptake, it's all seamlessly loaded into our system, and it also allows us to be 100% mobile. Any place that we have a Wi-Fi connection and an inspector, we can do an inspection on the bike. It's a 100 scoring point inspection. Obviously things like motor, structural things, transmission, those are more heavily weighted than cosmetic things. But it really is the gold standard in power sports for how you should evaluate vehicles. And every one of those CR templates, whether it's a dirt bike, a side-by-side, a road bike, a boat, they're all on unique templates. So the scoring systems are all a little bit different. The way the check-in process works is all of the vehicles are brought in through these bays, and then they come through, they get washed down here. Once all the vehicles are washed, they'll get in line. If something needs a battery charge, they'll get tethered, and then they go right into inspection. The guys will do the CRs, and then post-inspection, conditioning, any repairs, make any fixes that are requested by sellers, that will all happen here. And all of our guys that do repairs, they're techs. So we work with all of the institutes to get good young mechanics to help us do that. A lot of our guys came from dealerships prior. So it really is a cultural thing for us with power sports. And these guys love what we do, and we're really thankful that we have such a great crew of guys here in Lakeland. I do have to give a shout out to our general manager, Mark Clifford. So Mark's our longest tenured general manager. He made the trip from Cincinnati to be the guy here in Lakeland. So he started this thing, he got it off the ground, he still runs it. And that's why this place is so amazing. The crew, kind of like a team with their coach. Mark does a great job of building culture with every one of these guys, which is why everything looks so fantastic. I mean, if you can imagine a dealership on steroids, that's basically what we are. And this is probably the unique thing to Lakeland is the amount of marine and RV product that we have here at this facility. And it just makes total sense. If you're going to be in Florida, that you should be in this business. And we have so many of our dealers that are crossover guys, not only power sports guys, but they're doing marine, they're doing personal watercraft, trailer business. And so it made total sense for us to invest in the infrastructure, the technology, but then also the manpower to support this level of product coming through here. So this is the next phase for us, is to really grow this. We've got another 2 or 3 acres behind all of this that's all already got gravel and cemented and wired. So we've got a lot of room to grow, and we're really excited about this segment of our business. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Lakeland in a nutshell. That's the 10-cent tour. Hopefully you got it for free. But we're really proud of this, and we're hopeful that everybody that sees this online now or afterwards, if you're interested in being here, please reach out to myself or anybody on the marketing staff. We'd be happy to set up a tour. We have facilities that, like we talked about, where we host educational events. So we also do that for small MIC board meetings, dealer meetings. We actually had a credit union board meeting here today where we had about 30 local credit unions come in. It's kind of a cool venue, and we love supporting those people that support us. So that's it.
I really appreciate you taking the time, Tony.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Dude. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Hopefully that was okay.